continue statement in C++. This continue statement is a loop control statement used inside the loop. A loop can be either for loop, while loop, or do while loop, that doesn't matter, but basically we use this continue statement within the loop. So what is the use of this continue statement? When you use this continue statement, in case if you want to skip a line based on a specific condition, this continue statement can be used. So in order to use this continue statement, C++ uses a keyword name called continue. Let me give you this quick example of how to skip a portion of code within the loop using this continue keyword. So here I'm going to write a program, then I will execute it in the text editor. So I'm going to say, let's say I'm going to have a variable. Let's say I'm going to call this variable as integer number. Okay, now I'm going to have the for loop. Before we have the for loop, let's say I'm going to get the input from the user. So I'm going to say cout. Maybe here I'm going to say enter the number. Okay, now what will happen? Cin, we are going to get that number. In the next step, what I'm going to do, as I said earlier, this continue statement can be used within the loop. So I'm going to have the for loop. In this for loop, what I'm going to do, let me create a variable, and then the variable name is I, is an integer data type. I'm going to set this I value to 0, that is initialization. Now I'm going to set the condition. I'm going to set the condition I less than or equals to n. Then the next condition, I wanted to increment the I value. So this is a for loop. Then if this condition is true, we are going to have the body of the loop, where we are going to have the body of the statement, right? Within this body of the statement, what I am going to have this time, I'm not simply going to have the cout statement. Instead, I'm going to have a if condition. If is a condition will be executed only if the given condition is true. So in this if condition, I'm going to say, you can say anything. Let's say I'm going to say I equals 3. Let's say I equals to 3. If this condition is true, what is going to happen is going to execute this keyword name called continue. This is simply a keyword. So that is there inside if I value is equal to 3. If this condition is true, this is going to be executed. If not, I'm just going to print some value. So I'm going to say cout. So let's say I'm going to say just list of numbers as a message. Then in the next line, I'm just wanted to print the I value. Here I'm going to close. So basically what I have done them here, I have typed the code here so that it is easy for me to explain. Now I have created a variable. Now I am trying to get the input from the user. The user will enter the number. Let's say the user enters the number as 6. Okay, now we will come to the for loop. The for loop starts here and ends here. Remember, the for loop have started here and ends here. Then there is a if condition here. If this condition is true, this block of code is going to be executed. Alright, so now let us pay attention to how this program is working. So the user has entered the number as 6, right? That number will be, so this is not n actually, so there is a mistake here. Actually that one is a number. So now I is equals to 0. Okay, I value is 0. Then the next condition is from here we will check the condition, isn't it? So what is the condition? I value is 0 less than or equals to number. What is the number? 6. Is it true or false? The condition is true, isn't it? So if the condition is true, what will happen? It will come inside the loop. What is there inside the loop? Inside the for loop, there is a if condition, there is this statement, there is this one and this one. Remember, everything is, all of these things, they are block of for loop. So it will come inside and then it will check the condition. If I is equals to 0, there is a condition here, right? If will execute only if the given condition is true, isn't it? So if this condition is false, this body of the statement is not going to be executed. Now it is coming inside, it's checking the if condition. If I is equal to 3, what is I value? 0. Is it equals to 3? It's not 3. In that case, the condition is actually is not just 3. Remember, it's a condition, so we have to put double equals so that it will check properly. Equals 3, right? Is it equals 3? 0 is not equals to 3. Then the condition is wrong. When the condition is wrong, this statement inside saying continue is not going to be executed. Instead, it will come here then it will print this message saying list of numbers. After printing this message, it will come here, it will print the I value. What is I value at the moment? I value is 0. So 0 will be printed. Then it's still within the for loop. After that, it will go here to increment the I value. Now I value will become 1. Now it will come here to check the condition. I less than or equals to number. 1 less than or equal to 6, the condition is true. Then it will come inside, it will check whether the I value is equal to 3. What is I value now? 1. 1 is not equals to 3. Then it will skip this portion. Then it will come here again, it will print like list of numbers. Then it's going to print I value. What is I value now? 1. So again it will go here, I value will be incremented, I value will become 2. Then 2 less than or equal to 6, the condition is true. When the condition is true, it will come inside. Then it will check this condition whether the I value is equals to 3 or not. What is I value now? Before it was 1, now it is 2. This 2 is not equals to 3, so this one will skip this part. It will come here, it will print the I value. The I value will be 2. The next step, I value will be incremented. From 2, the I value will become 3. When the I value become 3, the condition is true, it will come inside. Now is going to check the condition. Now what is the I value now? 3. 3 is equals to 3. What does that mean? When the 3 is equals to 3, it is going to execute this particular if condition. As soon as it sees the keyword as continue, what it does, it will skip the execution for that particular iteration. So meaning, instead of printing the I value as 3, that 3 will be skipped because this condition is true and this condition has the keyword as continue. As soon as it sees the keyword name as continue, it will skip the iteration for this particular I is equal to 3. So what is going to happen? This I value is equal to 3 will be skipped from printing. Instead it's going to print 0, 1, 2, then 3 will be skipped, 4 will be printed, 5 will be printed, and even the 6 will be printed. This is how you can use continue statement in loops. Let me show you this example in a text editor so that you will understand. I hope now you have understood how to work with this continue. Basically this continue is used to skip an iteration from a loop. Now let me just type the same code in my text editor so that you will see the result. So here is the same program that I have typed in my text editor. So when I run this one, as expected, it's going to print list of number every time together with the I value. So when I run this one, you will see the result. How does this one would look like? Exactly same. Whatever the things that I have typed them here, it's here. But remember, there is a keyword name called continue. When this keyword comes, it's going to skip the execution. So in this case, I said I value is equals to 2. So in that case, what are we going to do? We are going to skip of printing the I value is equal to 2, but 0 will be printed, 1 will be printed, 2 will not be printed, 3, 4, 5. It depends on the number of numbers that you want to print. I'm going to run now. So it's going to ask me to enter the number. I'm going to say, let's say 6. So when I enter 6, it's going to print everything except 2, because we are saying that when the I value become 2, continue. Continue means break, don't print or skip. You see, list of numbers, 0 has been printed, 1 is been printed, 2 is skipped from printing. Instead we are printing 3, 4, 5, 6. So this is how continue statement will work in C++. Remember to use continue as a keyword. Alright.